That's right.
You can inspire your own friends. And
mate.
You get this great feeling that, you know, I've seen it with my own, a few guys that went to my fight that, to be honest, I wouldn't even put them on this podcast show because they haven't reached, they're still hot. They're lying to themselves, just like I was years ago, you know. I couldn't be honest and talk about things, but they saw a change just from going here and seeing this sort of stuff by being inspired by their own mate, you know. And magic stuff.
And mate, it's my goal at every event, the next event on the 30th of January at Jupiter's Casino, you know, I'm talking to these blokes, I want to use them. We're going to have 1,000 people there. I'm going to use them to inspire every person in that place. That they can come alive, you know. And I think that's how we're going to, that's how we make better husbands, fathers, sons, better leaders, you know. That's how we inspire our wives, by having a go. You know, I don't know any woman that wants to be married to somebody who is a wimp. You know, they want to see strength displayed in a positive, constructive way. And I always say to blokes, you know, we talk about leadership in the program, and I always like to refer back to, does your strength inspire people, or are people afraid of your strength? You know, that's kind of a good gauge, I think, you know. So,
you know, you may be speaking of family and wives, you know, you've got lovely Michelle who helps you here.
Oh, she's everything. Man.
Yeah, and
best thing that ever happened to me.
But I was actually here when you had your 7th child.
Yeah, there.
You know, so some people who don't know you may look at you and judge you, going, "Oh, it's all right for him. He doesn't have 2 kids at home or something."
Yeah,
you've got 7
kids.
You know, like it's sort of everything.
Mate,
how do you do that? I've asked you before. How do you actually run something like this? And
it's funny, isn't it? Because I do get that. Like, Michelle and I have been together since we were teenagers. We've got 7 kids. I'm one of those blokes that I'm just going to do what's in my heart. You know, I believe we've been called and designed. You know, we've got purpose in us, so we've got to live that out. And I think when we're living that out, we are able to do things. I suppose, you know, we're built that way. We're designed for it. So, I don't know. Does that help? It's not even. It's not even like, can I do it? Yeah. Man, I'm designed that way. I love being a dad. I love being a husband. Right. I was designed that way. You know, my kids, 5 daughters, 2 sons. Yep. My kids make me feel like I'm the best dad in the world. Yep. You know, and I suppose I want everyone to experience that. Yeah. You know, I think it's, you know, that's everything.
Yep.
What about this guy?
Has this one had any kids?
Not yet.
A girl or a boy?
It's a boy, mate. Yeah? His name's Rocky. It's a boy. Well, the bloke who sold him to me said he was. Yeah, but mate.
But what I was getting at is like, everyone has an excuse for not doing Fight Like a Pro or the Better Man thing.
Yeah,
that are too busy, got too many, you know, got kids and blah 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 blah. It's everything can be done. Hey, if you. And not only that, when I did Fight Like Pro, the first thing I thought about is my wife. You know, we've got a young, young daughter just born. And
I remember you saying that.
How, and it was the opposite. She was so happy that when I finished, she said, "When are you going back to the gym?" Like, you know, you changed so dramatically, and that there was no reason not to keep working like that, because she instantly saw the benefit.
Yeah, and that's it, man. You know, you've heard me say, you get a bloke fit, focused, surrounding himself with great men, he's just going to be a better husband. He's going to be a better man. Yeah. So I think that's what our wives want.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, so who we got here? We got you've got your great trainer, Kevy.
Kevy Randell, an absolute legend.
He is.
We've been mates since the 90s.
I wanted to ask you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just, you know...
What, from the same sort of gym, or...?
Yeah, when he come over from New Zealand, he's another one of those awesome Kiwis that come over. And maybe just, I suppose, hit it off, you know.
Excellent.
And
I've got to say his name on this podcast. Frank. What's Frank's last name?
Frank Russell.
Frank Russell.
Yeah.
I've got to talk about him now because I think he's 74.
He's 74.
I'm pretty sure he was 72 when we were, you know, throwing punches at each other in the same ring.
That's right.
And look at him. Honestly, mate, He's looking at me now, but I want to be like him.
That's right.
There's a million things that have shown me in this place, but I want to be.
Yeah.
I'm going to remember Frank as a 72-year-old man and going, if I'm not like that,
that's right.
And I'm able-bodied.
Yeah.
That's how every person. I sent a photo to my own dad and his mates.
Yeah.
Saying we can do this.
Yeah.
It's just through testing and challenges and constantly working.
And
we're
from,
made to be.
I'll tell you, Drew, from a lot of blokes in there, what we had here in their 50s, 60s and 70s that come down and train, it's when when they stop learning new things, they get old. If they keep doing things for the first time, new things, mate, I think they're more youthful than some 20-year-olds.
Yeah, and talk about inspire others.
Oh, and just old school tough. They're old school, mate. There's so much that is, not said about that.
Yeah, I keep waiting for someone to break into Frank's house and he's on the front page of the bulletin. You picked the wrong guy.
Kevin Randell.
How are you, mate?
Not bad, mate. How you go?
Great to see you again after so many months. So Gav told me you've known Gav for a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah, I've known Gav when I first came to Australia back in the 90s. And I started, a couple of us was looking for a boxing gym, and my mate says, there's this guy called Gavin, he's doing one. So we went and had a look, and we ended up doing it. And then over the years, I lost track of Gav. He went back fighting. I wasn't sure if it was for the Commonwealth or Olympics. And as the years passed by, I happened to run into Gavin on the beach. I was having lunch and he was running past. Yeah, and then my young fella, who's 20 now, he was looking to do some boxing, and I mentioned it to Gav, and Gav was saying that this time he was running some amateur fighters. So he offered to take my boy in and see what he's like. So I brought him in, and that was the age of 14. He's 20 now, and he's been with Gav and the Fight Like a Pro since then.
Great success story, mate. What I was saying to Gav is that it's funny, this whole podcast thing that we're doing right now that's being recorded on this TV show was all because after my second fight, due to you and your crew with Gav, I felt I could do anything. I feel like I really wanted to do this thing and been itching at me to do it. And to think it's only been February and now we're here and the TV is on us, national. It's going to be on in a couple of weeks. And so I put it there, mate. I want to thank you. Because you.
Thank you for that. And thank you for leading me into your journey for your life, in your life. It's very hard for humble guys to come and do it. And expressing themselves. And letting us enjoying it with you. But yeah, again, thanks.
Good on you, mate. Actually, I know what we can do here. This episode of the Gold Coast vs. Drew Cruck podcast was brought to you by Koala Karma, the chill out drink. Today's podcast, we've got Gavin Topp from Fight Like a Pro, the man that changed my life.
Yes. Gav. Champion. How are you, mate?
Jeez, it's going to bite me. It's going to bite me.
He likes you, mate.
Yeah? Looks a bit full of mice there.
Yeah, he had a little rat the other day. He's all good. Come to say hello, mate. He heard you were coming.
What's his name?
Rocky.
Day 2.
The craziest things happening. I'm driving around with the caravan on the back, on our studio mobile podcast caravan, and it's broken a wheel bearing. The wheel is flopping about. I've got the ABC TV crew behind me.
John Coutis.
Screen had it before. Yeah.
All right.
Just have it as you were holding it. You might just sort of have it.
Yeah.
Is that how you had it?
It was just in there.
Yeah. Oh, was it? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I didn't see
How
that.
about on there? Do you mind if I put it on you?
No.
Yeah.
So just change from it, just so I can get those.
Well, JC, I don't think that actually recorded then, mate. So can you just say no?
Are you serious?
I don't know. I did a whole show yesterday with this, driving around the Currumbin Valley with a mate, and we got back. Josh phoned me. And the whole thing didn't save.
Are you serious?
Yeah, for an hour I drove around with this great bloke.
What app's that?
Spreaker. Can you send them a message?
Doesn't it shit?
Yeah, Spreaker is the one. It's been 90% perfect the whole time, but...
That 10% is...
Well, yeah, if you lose, like, a great conversation, it's like... this gutted feeling.
Wow.
Yep.
Very good. Spreaker, I'm going to put that on. I think I might already have it on my phone.
Yeah, I think I'm the one that told you, yeah.
Yeah.
And can't explain why or how, but...
Sorry, JC. I can see your reflection, so you can keep talking for me.
You want me to keep talking?
Yes, please.
Right, no worries. Mate, you're sweating like a pig, Mr. Cameraman.
Oh, he just works so hard.
Jeez. And it's a beautiful day. There's a breeze blowing. No, it's very good. Look at you, buddy.
Yeah, look at this knobs.
More chords in a music shop.
Thanks, mate.
So,
You know
I'd
these
like
guys.
to talk to you, mate. We're about to go to see Scarlett Morgan, the Penthouse Pet, so... I'd like to hang around here all afternoon. Right?
Now I know where your bread's buttered. Yeah.
How are you?
Great, good to see you again.
Scarlett Morgan.
Scarlett.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Mwah.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
Dan, how are you? It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you again too.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Look where we are.
I know.
Look where we are. I feel like it's an episode of Wombat.
Wombat.
Yeah, you don't know it. You're
I don't know Wombat.
Yeah.
No.
It's Totally Wild.
I know Totally
Feels like
Wild.
an episode of Totally Wild.
Yeah.
So what we'll do, I'll unpack this and let's
right.
do a little show because
Thanks. Just put your drink up for me. Sorry, just hold the drink up again.
It's a good setup.
yes,
Yes.
it is. Is everything good? Yeah.
Everything's been great.
Yeah.
I love summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working really hard, but also just lazing out here. I bought a paddleboard,
Yeah. Wow.
which is just wonderful. It's
really good for your stomach.
It is. It's my favourite thing in the world to do now. 'Cause
Great.
I'm so scared out in the surf, just sharks and things.
Yeah.
But paddleboarding, you're up above the water, you're looking straight down.
And you can actually have conversations.
Yeah, you can.
Speaking of which,
Hello.
yes. So, see, we go paddleboarding every Thursday morning.
Do you?
And we have for years. Yeah, we always have. I've invited Mark 100 times. But for me, it's hard to explain to someone. People are like, no, I don't want to. But it's become nothing to do with the actual paddleboarding. It's about talking. You can talk so easily in the middle of the water. No one can hear your conversation.
Yeah.
See, I couldn't think of anything else that it comes close to being alone in the center of the water, actually having exercise.
Yes.
And you see all the girls and it just creates a great body.
It really does. And it's so easy to do. Like, if I can do it, I tell this to people, if I can do it, anyone can do it, because I'm the biggest kook there is. I'm so uncoordinated and no balance whatsoever, but I can get on a paddleboard and I can paddle around, and it's just wonderful.
Yeah, now, speaking of bodies, right?
Push your hair on the other side.
Yeah, just got this one bit there.
Thank you.
Yep. I've said this to you, we worked together for a long time, and I actually watched you become the Penthouse Pet.
Trying to get your hair, sorry, just on that side, just that hair, so a little bit that's...
Face me.
I've lost my straw.
Yep.
Yeah,
And let me look at your whole setup.
Thanks.
Yep. Yep. I know. Have we got that reflector? Do you think we should reflect the face back with there?
we could if you want.
There's a little bit of shadow on.
A gold or a silver?
Silver, mate. Yeah, no gold.
Woo.
So come around from this side.
There's like a... I just can't stop thinking we're on some weird 80s movie,
I like that.
Yeah,
Let's go with that.
Cool and get a gold. Just revisited.
I'll try not to...
Yeah, not blind. Just put a bit of fill light in there.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that okay on you, Scott?
Yeah, I can deal with that.
Yeah.
I'm so easygoing. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah. So
where were we?
yeah, well, I think when I first met you were 16.
I was.
And then 3 theatre restaurants.
Get that out, mate.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I'll wait for these guys.
The wind's going to blow it around.
We just wait a second for this chocolate
Yeah.
to go through.
Yeah, that's all good.
60 seconds.
This is just an average day in my life.
Oh, mate.
I don't have to worry about it. Actually, mate, I don't have to watch. I don't know if we worry about it
sorry.
actually.
Yeah.
But maybe what you could do is put the if you can hold the screw over it. Yeah. Try that one.
What was that show back in the day? Paradise Island or something?